Alright, we are here in week 3, looking to see the Anti-Shadowbow Defense Force, whose score is currently off of the card. Let me fix that. Versus Junkrat OTPs. We have Fanternal filling in today for Shadowbow, who was not able to come. Unfortunately, we have Blue on Hazard, Bossman on Sigma, Fantasy on Freya, Wyvernicane on Venture, Fanternal on Brig, and Snake on Juno. For Junkrat OTPs, we have Dino on Baptiste, Gyrodog on the Sojourn, Host Machine on Widowmaker, Eve on Widowmaker, Host Machine on Mercy, Crocodile on Reinhardt, and Igiwaru on Ramatra. Here we see Blue trying to escape. He is unfortunately unable to. Blue putting a wall behind Igiwaru and Crocodile here. Blue taking that little bit off the top of the enemies. He is pinned in and unfortunately killed here. We see Bossman on the Sigma. He is able to rock the players. Fancy trying to take a little bit of poke onto the enemies here. Unfortunately not hitting his shots onto Gyrodog. Wyvernicane coming back from spawn. Shatter gets blocked by Bossman and Snake goes down. Gyrodog picking off Fanternal. Blue now onto the Ramatra, looking to contest point here with Bossman. Fantasy has the ult here. Igiwaru goes down. Wyvernicane looking to pick off more damage, shooting Gyrodog, killing them with Blue. Fantasy unfortunately going down to Hose Machine, but Bossman is able to take down Dino, and they have successfully held at the end of first point with 2 minutes remaining on the clock. We see Dino on the Baptiste, all the characters. Junkrat OTPs taking a fight without their full team here yet. Blue dropping down on Crocodile, looking to just punch through him as he is playing Ramatra into 2 shield tanks. Blue jumping forward. That is annihilation from Igiwaru. Unfortunately, it ends already. We see the rally come out from Brig. Blue now using his own annihilation to try and pick up some kills. That is 1, that is 2, that is 3. Oh my lord, we see so many kills from that annihilation, and Junkrat OTPs are forced away from that. Bless me. Alright, we see Fantasy doing quite a bit of poke here. Gyrodog able to pick off the head of Wyvernicane here. Gyro pushing forward, looking to keep doing these fights. He hits the rail shot, then hits Snake Sandwich, looking to presumably pick the kill on Bossman. There it is. Now he is looking to finish off Fantasy here. Some mediocre aim, but picking off Fantasy in the end. Wyvernicane on the Venture, almost getting picked off, just picking up the stall here. Wyvernicane ping-ponging to stall. We see as Payload does reach first point here from Junkrat OTPs, and the ASDF are forced to retreat slightly. We see as the right high ground is being taken by Junkrat OTPs. No contest here. Gyrodog using the ult with the window from Dino, able to do lots of damage here. Looking to pick off Fanternal, who tried to stop Crocodile himself. Unstoppable Force meets an immovable object, both getting stunned. We see Wyvernicane sneaking around just a little bit, looking to get a back touch here, while the rest of the team is not there yet. Wyvernicane hiding from the Reinhardt. Wyvern now spotted by Igiwaru. Wyvern just standing on point while his team returns, or their team returns. Alright, that is Orbital Ray coming out from Snake Sandwich, a very good use of the ult. We see as Wyvernicane goes crazy with the Adventure ult, and unfortunately, all of Junkrat OTPs have gone down. Rose Machine holding on to Nano right now. Igiwaru close to the Annihilation. Alright, that is Fantasy ult coming out, forcing out both Rally and... Alright, both Rallies having come out now. Fanternal unfortunately going down. Blue popping the Annihilation, trying to salvage the fight. Just holding block to try and live, but unfortunately he's still almost going down. Saved in the end by Snake Sandwich, but throwing his Vortex got him killed. And we see just there's a stabilization on high ground for Junkrat OTPs. Bossman almost having ult here, looking to try and pick it up for this final fight. We are in the last 15 seconds of the round. This is final fight territory, and Gyrodog uses the ult, unfortunately not picking off any kills yet. And Gyrodog is taken down by Blue and Fantasy. And that is a big grab from Bossman. We see as Blue just punches into it. Then looking to take down Eve, shooting his own Brig because that was a very weird stun. Fantasy going on the flank and getting the bullet shot that will be winning the round. However, there is a touch from the old Tracer. And Wyvernicane takes them down with Bossman. And that is the end of first round here for the first map.
Switching sides. Initiating match.
Alright, we see the heroes getting assembled here. We are still on Route 66. Will there be any major shakeups to the comps? Alright. We have Blue Dragonflood still on the Ramatra, Bossman still on the Zarya. Fantasy has swapped over from the Freya onto the Echo, but the team is remaining the same. Gyrodog has swapped off of the Sojourn onto the Cassidy, and Igiwaru has swapped onto Mauga. Alright. Fences have almost started. Junkrat OTP is deciding to hold the top of the gas station. I think that's a gas station. Might just be a car shop. Alright, Blue jumping forward very quickly. Fantasy getting a quick burst of damage on the high ground here. We see Wyvernicane here as well. Blue is on Crocodile here. And we see that come out. Bossman is on the cart. There is almost no contest here from Junkrat OTPs. They need to drop here soon. Blue getting slept by Hose Machine, a very nicely done here. Fanternal almost getting picked off here. Blue getting picked off first. Gyro on the controller here. Not controller. Game. Fanternal going down. Gyrodog looking around for a kill. Killing Bossman. We see as Fantasy is forced out and Gyrodog is starting to go up. Gyrodog has the high noon right now. Will we see it come out and get some picks? High ground is looking to be taken here by the Anti-Shadowbow Defense Force. They are still being full held on the first point of Route 66. Alright. See it, Wyvern Cane here. That is a charge from Crocodile. Blue is looking to punish it, kill the man, but that is just not done here, unfortunately. And Host Machine getting picked off by Bossman. We see as Wyvern is on the Cassidy, but unfortunately Cassidy is able to take it down Juno first. That is a 3-man shatter for the side of ASDF or Junkrat OTPs getting the shatter onto 3 members of ASDF, and they go down. We see that there needs to be a change here from ASDF, or else they're not going to win this fight. We see the May swap here from Fantasy. And Blue is running forward on the ram, getting antied and stuck in cage. A massive anti that took out the entirety of the ASDF. Blue is dead again. Alright, are we going to see any changes here? Snake Sandwich on the Lucio now. Blue on the Winston. We see Fanternal about to swap over to the Kiriko, if I remember correctly. Bossman, alright, yes, the Kiriko comes out. Fantasy on the Tracer. This is a full team swap with the exception of Bossman, who is on Zarya still, just for the Graviton Surge. Alright, Blue jumping onto the high ground, dropping Bubble, looking to not explode immediately. Able to take down Gyrodog here, surviving the fight first. We see Snake Sandwich on the high ground right now, or not high ground, the cart. Blue jumping onto the point, looking to take down Dino. That is a lot of enemies on the cart, and Wyvernicane is able to take down a few of them. Able to take down Crocodile as well. It's just Igiwaru left on point. We see Snake Sandwich swap over to the Zen for a second. Not entirely sure why, but that is first point taken for ASDF. They have done it. They have 2.5 minutes left to make it to the end of second point. And if they do, they will have won this. Blue almost at Primal Rage here. Alright, I hear the Mauga shooting, so let's swap over to the Mauga perspective. See Crocodile holding very close here, getting the anti, or the Discord Orb on him. Blue on the top line right here, looking to almost take down Croc, who does actually go down in the end to Wyvernicane. Wyvernicane here, Blue using the Primal, looking to just juggle some poor bastard known as Igiwaru. Blue taking down Iggy. Bossman picking up 3 kills here, and that is the point completely taken by the ASCF. That is the first map going to the Anti-Shadowbow Defense Force. Second game, we are taken to Lijiang Tower by Junkrat OTPs. And we see me get a text from my mother. No problem, Mom. I'm glad to cook dinner for you. Alright, we are looking to see a more brawly lineup here from ASDF with Snake on the Lucio and Fanternal on the Baptiste. Wyvernacane has stopped playing Overwatch. Luckily, this is a replay. Alright, we see that Gyrodog has teleported his team on to the point. Getting very low here, but Blue is looking to punch through them. Croc taking down one, but Hose Machine is low here in the background. Wyvernacane taking down two. Wyvern low on point. It is just the tanks left alive. It is just Ramatra left alive for the side of the ASDF, and Blue is looking to clean up Iggy with Bossman. And that is point getting flipped in the favor of ASDF first. They are the first capture. Alright, we see Wyvernacane get onto point quickly. Snake Sandwich on the Zenyatta instead of the Lucio, doing one of my personal favorite backlines of Bap Zen. It is not my favorite, but it is one of my favorites. Alright, we see the Shatter come out. It unfortunately does not hit many. I don't know if it even hit Wyvern. Blue is on the is in the Immortality field looking to try and live here. There's just a lot happening right now. We see Croc, Iggy, Midnight Eve all picking up kills here. Blue using his ult like an absolute dumbass and completely wasting Annihilation. Wyvernacane waiting on the side for his team to get back. Wyvernacane on the side, just waiting for their team to get back. Fantasy now poking out. ASDF have met up with Wyvernacane, looking to punish the Rhine, who has run so far forward. That is a big shatter. Unfortunately, 3 go down. Blue is forced to back out, but Wyvernacane is able to pick up the kill onto Host Machine, picking up the kill on Iggy and Midnight Eve, and just jumping back. Blue has gone down, but Wyvernacane is there to pick up the kill on Gyrodog. And point has been flipped in favor of ASDF, looking for some damage to be done. Dino is low. Dino getting taken down by Wyvernacane. Wyvernacane able to stay alive here. This is Hose Machine's window coming out, looking to beam down Ram just a little bit. But unfortunately, she goes down to Wyvernacane. Wyvernacane now finally going down to Crocodile HTS, who has gotten beat on by Eve here. Fanternal able to take down Eve. Luckily, Fanternal, a DPS player playing Baptiste, who is just a DPS in disguise. Alright, we see Fantasy on the Echo. Alright, and we see a lot of damage done by Fantasy here. Blue on the... Blue punching through the window, using Annihilation here, because if they win the fight, they win this entire round. Snake Sandwich using the Zen ult along with Annihilation just to sustain Blue, make sure he does not explode. And we see the team kill, Wyvernacane using their ult in celebration, and ASDF have taken the first point of Lijiang Tower. Here, Croc still swinging away.
You rarely preach about victory.
Alright, we are in the, I think, server room map. I am not sure exactly what the map is called, but I personally call it server room. Alright, we see Gyrodog on the main now, with no other swaps on the side of Junkrat OTPs. I don't remember what Fantasy was on, but he is on the Echo now. Crocodile having taken down Snake very quickly here. but we still have Fanternal heals, and Fanternal is a very high output healer here. Forced to use the Immortality Field and then Regenerative Burst because of all the damage being done. Alright, Bossman at half HP here. We see Croc also pretty low. Hose Machine using the Immortality Field. Blue killing it in the end. Wyvernicane jumping up, forced out by Gyrodog. And we see Wyvernicane looking on to pick up some damage on the back line. Using Excavation already. We see them just go through, unfortunately not killing anyone, but picking up the kill on Hose Machine in the end. Blue using Annihilation, picking up kills on Iggy, Dino, yeah, just finishing up the kills that Wyvernicane made very weak. Wyvern getting the final hits, Blue getting kill credit for popping Annihilation. Alright, we see Copy and Window very close for ASDF. We have 2 ults available for Junkrat OTPs already, and that is Freeze from the side of Junkrat OTPs. They have taken down one. Blue killing Croc in response, Snake killing Gyrodog, Snake killing 2, Wyvern getting the last 2 kills. And we see as the point is stabilized by ASDF, they are able to keep their lead going, having finally overtaken the percentage of Junkrat OTPs. Alright, we see ult coming out from Wyvernicane, forcing beat. Wyvernicane going down, but still killing Dino. Snake is low, forced to use Transcendence. Blue getting shattered on, but able to survive thanks to the Transcendence on his back. Alright, we see Grav come out from Bossman. That is 2-3 down thanks to the Grav. And Blue is chasing after Dino, killing him in the end. See Gyrodog on the side, killing Fantasy, but about to go down to Fanternal. There it is. Bossman actually picking up the kill, but Fanternal being the one to mark him and get him low. Alright, the Malga swap has been made from Igiwaru. Blue using Annihilation yet again. We see as Window comes out from Fanternal, looking to just keep the Annihilating Ram alive. We love the pockets here. Annihilation ends for the side of ASDF, but Hose Machine having the Window, able to take down Blue with it. This is looking like a lost team fight here for the side of ASDF. Croc pushing forward very aggressively, forced to back out. But we see a lot of kills here from the side of ASDF. They are just one fight win away from winning it all. We see as Fantasy has the Echo copy in his back pocket. Fantasy using the copy on Blue Dragon Flood, making sure that he can get these kills done. Ooh, big shatter, and that forces out the copy from Fantasy. Unfortunate. Wyvernicane going on a flank here, looking to hopefully stall point here for their team to get back. Alright, everyone is running full force into it. Wyvernicane going down, touching on the 97. Just going completely underground to make sure that they don't get hurt here. Blue going down, unfortunately, but a lot of ults come out here. It is a big ult fight. Fantasy almost taking down Igiwaru. Fantasy finishing the kill on Igiwaru. Igiwaru getting brought back. Fanternal using the window here to stabilize. Fantasy almost at the copy stage. Fantasy copying the Mauga. We see the Mauga Slam come in, and we are almost going to see Cage come out here. Cage really fast. Cage coming out already, allowing them to finish off. Igiwaru Blue has gotten back to the fight. This is 6 from ASDF on point. They are able to take down all of the stallers. Alright, it is just Host Machine and Crocodile, and they take Lijiang Tower. We will be seeing a third map here, but ASDF has taken it. Alright, the final map here is Esperanza. A pick from Junkrat OTPs. I have lost the score. Can I please type it in? There we go. That's not the correct number. There we go. Alright. We see Esperanza, the push favorite of a lot of these teams. Blue Dragonflood on the Ramatra still. Wyvernacane swapping over to the Lifeweaver, very much pissing off the Ramatra player on the team. We see Snake Sandwich on the Zenyatta and Fantasy on the Ana. Fanternal solo DPSing on Sombra, which is one of his favorite characters. And then we see Dino on the Mercy here. Gyrodog now on tank. Crocodile, the other tank. Two off dive tanks, but still very strong in the right hands. Blue having gotten hacked here by Igiwaru. And Hose Machine and Midnight Eve running the Kiriko Lucio. Alright, we see Blue running on Dino, trying to kill him, but missing his punches, unfortunately. And he is just really low and gets picked off. Never mind, he gets grabbed by Wyvernacane. Wyvernacane able to save the Ramatra, but the fight has to end here. And we see the D.Va dive in. D.Va getting demeched. Blue getting killed because this man pushed in. And we see Croc get a big 3-man punch, looking to Meteor Strike, kill off Snake Sandwich. There's just Wyvernacane and Fantasy left. The Sombra hacking the Doom Fist, and we see Crocodile take down the Fanternal. Croc getting slept on his way out. Blue swapping over to the Mauga. Alright, we see Fantasy on the Blue here. Or Fanternal has swapped over to the Mei. And we see still no swaps from the side of Junkrat OTPs, but they have forward spawn at this point. Blue is jumping in. This guy is just turbo feeding because he is tilted by his Lifeweaver. Snake Sandwich now on the Zenyatta, getting a very nice Transcendence off. Blue still dying through the Transcendence. What a shame. Alright. Meteor Strike comes out from Crocodile, dropping on the supports. Able to punch Bossman still because Bossman's bubble goes down. Internal going down shortly after. Crocodile just really styling on ASDF, finally showing a sign of weakness from them. It is looking like the unbeatable team might actually be beatable here. Alright, Snake Sandwich still on the Torbjorn. Blue slamming in, Bossman running in behind him, looking to back up his mans. Alright, that is, oh my god, a 3-man Diva Bomb, killing the hacked enemies. Blue looking to, or Bossman and Wyvernacane going down thanks to Gyrodog and Crocodile touching the spawn doors. This is looking like it might be a full push completely from the side of Junkrat OTPs. Crocodile punching and taking down Snake Sandwich. Blue going down shortly after. No one can stay alive on the point here. Bossman going down, and that is all she wrote. Junkrat OTPs taking the map in just 3 minutes, 58 seconds. Holy crap. ASDF finally bleeding in front of the enemies. That is all, folks.